a journey, a ride, yeah. Don't disappear quietly. Let your light shine wide.
Stay in touch. Join our community of love, where we chat about style, beauty, and the fight. To love ourselves at any age, to feel radiant and new. Try out a trend, level up your skincare too.
Well, hello. Y'all didn't expect me this afternoon, did you? Well, you know what we're going to do, BJ Gang? We are going to stay on topic because normally on Wednesdays, we have where I let my chat lead, but we're going to stay on topic today, everybody. Let me welcome everybody in. And what's going to be hard for me, because today I'm not going to be, so I'm going to focus on the chat, but I'm going to focus on the topic so we can stay within that hour, okay? So first, I want to say, who's ever coming in and who's never been here before, I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey. And if this is your first time, hit that button, hit that bell. Tell somebody to tell somebody, because I need you. Okay, I'm going to welcome in Controversial Cruising. Scott, Crystal, welcome, Crystal. Thank you for the coffee, Crystal. Jaden, thank you for being here. My sister, Warmstrong, thank you for being here. Controversial Cruising. Laura Garden, hello. And Crystal, okay, so I've got it. Erie Falk, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. But we're staying on subject today. Today, we're going to talk about depression. How it and just join in. If you have anything to say, say it. And if I can get to it, I'm definitely going to get to it. But we know how depression, it affects millions, including someone in my life, your life, and your family. Okay. And sometimes your own family don't recognize it. Oh, she's getting real today. Sometimes your own family don't recognize it. Or sometimes you could be married and you're not bonding, you're not getting along with your spouse. They don't even recognize it, or they don't want to recognize it. Okay. Or they will say, thank you, Trish, pray it away. They'll say, pray it away. I've heard this, pray it away. I've heard a family member tell another family member, pray it away. I just get over it. Get over it is what they will say. Just get over it. I know some people, even Erie Frog, we talked about that, how your family don't even recognize that you are depressed. You can cry all day. I know someone that cried all day. And please, if you have anything in the chat, just put it in there. And the family did not even recognize that she was depressed. Okay. Another thing depressed people are really good at. I was over at Keisha today, masking. They can be so depressed and down and out, they will mask it. They will smile through it. And then your family member will notice, well, she just said it a minute ago, she wasn't feeling good. And then what she does, she masks it. Anybody do that in the chat? Even when you're going to work and you don't feel good, you mask it. But I think it's so hard when your family member do not. Hey, Carnival Cruise Addict. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And they mask it. Hey, Geeky Girl Journal, how are you doing? We're talking a little bit about depression, being down, and how even our family members, they don't really recognize it. They say you can pray it away, especially in, I would say, in African-American families. That's their main thing, pray it away. You don't go to a doctor. You don't get on no medication. You don't tell no therapist your business. Okay. And all of that you internalize and you get even worse. Okay. So you will even hide it from your family. Then you will start masking it. Okay. I'm trying Jamia. Oh, Jamie is in. Okay. So if I don't see y'all, remember, I'm trying to stay on task with this one. Wednesday, we can play. Okay. And if you have anything to join in, please do. And the title of this is in the darkest moment that we must focus on the light. We're at the lowest of low. We need to really focus on the light. Because everything in this life is temporary. Everything. Now, there's two things constant. We're going to be born and we're going to die. But in these 68 years, nothing have been constant. Even working. I worked up till I was 57 years old. I never thought I was going to get there. I say like with Geeky Girl, she has small children. They're going to grow up. They're going to become adults. And then they're going to be like my children, 40 some years old. Where did the time go? Where did it go, y'all? Where did it go? And here we're talking about being depressed and life is so short, and that's why I want to talk about hating your job and everything, and Crystal saying I screen people every day. Oh, wow, for depression. And people are so focused on making everybody else happy, they forget what makes them happy. Does that sound all right, Erie Frog, that statement? And that is so true. And I see so many other people think just because you smile all the time that you're all right, and you're not. You're just masking it. Thank you, Crystal, for that. And Pete, thanks for coming in, and thanks everybody. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And I'm just reading off my notes because I want to make sure I get everything. Okay, then the next thing we do, because I'm guilty of this, we Google it. We feel down. I've done that. Like, oh, I'm all the way down. How do I get back up? How do I get back up? Then I go to Google, and Lord have mercy. It's like going into the land of the lost. Okay, it throws so much at you. Your mind's already cluttered. Okay, and we know what's going to happen is by the time you get through Googling, you're going to find out that you have cancer. It always just end up to cancer, no matter what you research. So stay away from Google. You want to stop the noise. Just like stop the noise is what you want to do. Thank you so much, Crystal. I love this little tribe too, because they hang on in here with me. Because what I'm trying to do is something a little bit different on Mondays. I said an hour today, but I'm going to try to keep it. I'm still going to do my time on Wednesday, but I'm going to try something on Monday. I said an hour, but I'm going to see, 30 to 45 minutes, and let's keep, but something for me to stay on topic. Because it's hard for me to stay on topic. Okay, welcome in Style Stages. We're talking a little bit, if everybody's new in here, a little bit about depression when we're in the dark. Because even this weekend, even y'all seen, if you seen my little post today, it started last Friday. I was just starting to go down in that little deep little hole. And I'm going to say really deep in the hole. But if you have never been depressed, honestly, you don't know what that hole's about. Okay. So I just always spiral just a little bit. I don't go in that deep hole like I used to years ago, where you can't crawl back out yourself. And we're going to talk about that too. But what we want to do is, you got to remember, if you think the same thing, you get the same results. Okay? Got to change that internal voice. Because usually that's what gets us, that internal. I'm fat. I'm crazy. Oh, I done told myself everything. Anybody else did that? I'm fat. I'm crazy. I'm ugly. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Why did I do that? Hey, Miss Butterroll, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, everybody. And my sister said, I get back up by changing mindset. And sometimes, too, in that, what I do, and I'm hoping I'm not skipping over anybody, what I try to do is in the middle. I did that the other day, but know what? The following day, I just went right back into the same mode, what I usually do. Prayer, we're going to talk about that later, too. What I want to say, Geeky Girl's in here. She's always talking about prayer and what gets her through. Prayer to Jehovah and try to find one thing I'm grateful for every day. That's another thing. I'm so glad you say gratefulness. Gratefulness. Gratefulness, everybody. Be grateful for what you have. If you got a roof over your head and you got food in your refrigerator and pray for some lights and some water, all that other stuff, that cable, don't take my Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi, all of that. But we really want to, I'm trying to go down the chat. I can't get put. Okay, I'm going to get probably a little lost today, Erie Frog. So just, stand with me. Crystal says, I think prayer is power. Yes, and even, I'm not going to take that away because that's the first thing I do. Singing is another thing with me. Gospel, uplifting songs, what I want to say, give me Jesus. It's nice and simple, just singing it over and over. But brain chemistry cannot be healed overnight. Don't I know it, Crystal? Hey, Dee, thank you so much for coming in. Don't I know that we cannot, heal this overnight? I'm 68 years old. And I have been dealing with this ever since my mom died in the 90s. I've always had it, but it really got really deep when my mom passed. And then there was the medication. And then there was therapists. Anything, reading books, anything to upbuild you, to keep you going. So thank you, Crystal, for that. And let me, honey, I got pages. Let me tell you the first thing I do, and tell me what you do when you get depressed. The first thing I do is withdraw from people. I don't want to talk to you over the phone. Sometimes phones are ringing. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to laugh with you. I don't want to talk with you. I don't want to hear anything. That's the worst thing, is to withdraw from people. That's one of the worst things. Crystal, in the moment. Yes, present in the moment. I love that. I love that statement. What I love to say, yesterday is gone. I know what's back there. Tomorrow is coming. That ain't promised. All I got is now, the present. So no matter where you stay, be it a hotel, wherever, I know it's hard. I know that's not easy. Can you imagine staying in one room? But look what you do, and the person know who I'm talking to. You and your wife, y'all work together on that. Be grateful for what we have. Be grateful. And how is everybody Monday going? How is everybody Monday going? I had one of those Mondays where I had to get up. Okay, I missed Butter Roll. She says that's how I start crafting. My mom used to do it all the time. And I never thought about it being a relaxation until you said it, Miss Butterworth. It had to be relaxation for my mom. I never thought about that. She crocheted my wedding dress. So you know she crocheted. Okay, D, getting ready for work or we're getting ready for a meeting? Okay, Lynn. Yes, Lynn went through something. Was it last year, the year before? And I mean, I watched her and her thing was focus was prayer. Yes, it is hard. That is why you take care of your mental health. Withdrawal is not good, and I'm good for that, Lynn. I think we must live in the moment and be grateful. Look how everybody goes and said the same thing. Trust the process and you're currently going through. I'm telling you that that is, just great words that y'all are throwing out there. And it helps you support from another human being, from a friend that's supportive, that can really talk to you. Because let me tell you, I had a friend, this was after my mom passed, and I went back to work too soon. And she called me, and I almost didn't pick up the phone. And when she talked to me, she said, if you don't take yourself to the doctor, we got a problem. And that's what I did. I took myself to the doctor the next day and I got on medication. And let me tell you, I know medication is not for everybody. We're going to even talk about that later. But it took a while for it to start working. Because you know what? You could feel bad for a long time, and don't realize it. And I remember it was about a couple of weeks later, I was driving and I said, you know what? I feel good. And then, along with therapy and everything, it really helped. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people are hurting out there. A lot. Sometimes experience that pain is yes, that's another thing, to grow. That's so true. Sometimes growth, stretching, even with YouTube, Crystal, stretching to grow, but that is so true. And the only way out is through. Keep being present. Erie Frog, I hope you take time. Yes, I try to tell him to get outside, but what he says is the medication that he has, he can't be under the sun. So I say, well, take the evenings out and try. And then she said, take some deep breaths and really listen to your own thoughts. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. And let's see. Leave yesterday there. Yes. And live in the day you are in. Oh. In other words, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Get up and live that day. When you close your eyes and go to sleep, that day is over. Leave it there. Wow, this even makes me feel better today, because I'm telling you, I had a tough day today. And yes, talking to a therapist, Trish, can really help. It really can, because I went to a therapist and for a while, and then she even said that it was my own brain, my internal, what I was telling myself, that I'm fat, that I'm ugly, I don't think I ever said I was ugly. I'm sure somewhere in my life, but dumb, stupid. I've called myself all of that. Yeah. Well, you're going to have to change those thoughts, Frog. We can't do it for you. Okay. You're going to have to change those thoughts. We can try to help you, but you're going to have to be the one to do it. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. I could tell and heard your voice. I just did. I know you could. Yeah, that's my sister. And that's what I say. When you're talking to somebody and you've been around them for a long time, you know. And see, and the reason I don't really tell my sister, because my sister kind of takes it on. That's why you try not to tell her, our family, if they know like I know, leave her alone. Because she does. She wants everybody to feel good. And she need to work on that, y'all. She really do. It's such a Monday. I appreciate this. Like, thank you so much, Crystal. And I know so many other people do, because I'm telling you, this world and what we live in now, we ain't only got the election to worry about, people. Y'all can put that on the side. We got people that don't have housing. We got people that can't afford housing. We got people that staying on the street now, and it's illegal to be homeless. We got people that got mental problems. When y'all see somebody get mad on the street, don't get out there and get mad with them people. Even if those people in the wrong, you say you sorry and you walk away, because you might argue with that person and you may not walk away. People are hurting, y'all. People are hurting. Yes, Geeky girl, you got some of them. The mamas will tell you too. See, your mama's still alive. Yes, my sister's an empath. I'm definitely not an empath. I could tell you that. I can feel, but I don't take it on my own is what I do. Okay. We talked about seclusion, secluding ourselves. Okay, thank you. They are, Geeky girl. When people come in, that's why people have to be so careful what they say to people. They really do. And being a YouTube creator, let me say it again. Being a YouTube creator, baby girl, y'all better be ready, because they coming for you. I don't care what you do. You could be the nicest person on YouTube. They gonna find something somewhere. Even when I said about the homeless cat, somebody wrote and say the cat look like it's just rested. They have to say something. I've been called child of God and whatever, but that's the only thing with being a YouTuber, because somewhere they're gonna hit below the belt. And if they watch you all the time, they're gonna learn your weakness. That's another thing with being a YouTube creator. Another thing, y'all, a lot of times, I wanted to say this, from depression, our homes is a mess because we do not have the energy and we don't have the mind, because our mind is cluttered. I can remember really my house from just a couple of days. It's not where it was before. It's just I drop stuff, I don't pick it up. I need to watch the dog. He dirty. My pocketbook is a mess. Women, if your pocketbook a mess, really, your mind is cluttered. Everything around you is cluttered. I love to say that. So your surroundings are going to be cluttered, then you're going to even feel worse. It's like when people stay in a blighted area, they're depressed. They don't see green. They don't see greenery. They see a lot of paper. They see a lot of garbage. That's depressing. That's why they call it blighted. So even if you could clean up one room, I always say this, one room in your home, or even the front porch, you will feel so much better. I promise you, you will feel so much better. And I know anybody out there that been depressed, they have a lot of clutter in their home. My refrigerator, clutter. And it's like you can't get anything organized. And now that runs me crazy. It's like everything just starts closing in on you. Everything. Or you're doing the same thing day in, day out. Same thing day in, day out. You taking care of older parents. That's what I'm seeing a lot now. You got to go to work. You get off of work. Then you got to go and take care of your older parents. And then you got to go back home and try to do what you need to do. And then your parents get mad at you because then they think you're trying to take over, and they say that you think you the parent. I heard somebody's mom tell them that the other day, I'm still a mom. She paying the bills and everything for the taxes and everything. And her mom, so you still it's your mother. But I will always feel, and I don't know if anybody else feel, it is an obligation to take care of your parents. A lot of people don't feel that way. I strongly feel that way. It is an obligation, but that's just me. Me. Erie Frog, imagine what happiness is. This is Crystal talking to Erie Frog. What does that feeling look like? Woo, that's a powerful question. How do you know you're feeling happy? Woo, that's powerful. If anybody in the chat asks yourself that question, sometimes those positive thoughts help you know what you're missing. Oh, wow. Now that is, I like that. I really like that. Geeky Girl say declutter, declutter, declutter. But Geeky Girl, what happens if you don't have the energy? If you're not feeling good and you don't have the energy just to pick it up? I have been that way. I have been honest. I have been where I went to sleep, woke up still tired. Then I say, if I go back to sleep, maybe I'll feel rested. I go to sleep again, sleep for hours, wake back up and still tired. Then I know you need help, girl. You need help. So some people really, that's why their house is such a mess. It really is. My sister said, okay, enjoy life. I got to get some. Oh, okay, enjoy the life. She got to get up. Well, go grab your sandwich and get it and eat it while you listening. Trish said, that's what mom, I know. That's what I heard your mom say. That's what my mom says. Do a little bit at a time till you get it all done. Yes, I'm telling you. But sometimes, you know what, Trish, even a little bit of that, it's hard. It's really hard when you're deeply depressed. Crystal says, break those spaces up, help. I found out about something called anchor cleaning. Okay. You focus on one area like making the bed. You get distracted with coffee or picking up dirty laundry. Remember your anchor. Okay, and that does happen. You know, you get started on something and then you end up going to something else. So that's one thing. But I do know there are times when people are truly, truly depressed that that they can't do anything, you know, so they have to get someone to help them, to a friend or a doctor or someone to help them, you know, to learn ways to better cope, you know, with being depressed, to get out of it. Let's see what else. We got a lot. So I say this might be from 30 to 45 minutes. I said an hour, but I said, you know, I just didn't want to make it too long. I really didn't. Okay, not like Wednesday. Okay, now we're going to talk about finding help. We really are. We cannot do it alone. We talked about that. Friends and family, sometimes they can't help, Crystal, because they don't know how. You know, okay, we're going to talk about medication. I was talking to somebody, say they tried one medication and they don't want to try another one. So I said, if the doctor says about medication and one don't work, try another one until you get something to work. Or if you don't really think you need medication, then you got to find something that helps, y'all. You got to find something that helps, because sometimes that's what's going to be right at the bottom line is medication and therapy is what it is. Okay, let's see. Until that the bed is stripped fresh and done, you don't move. Okay, I got you. Until you're finished with that one thing. Okay, I got you on that. Geeky Girl say eventually you'll see some progression. Take it step at a time. Okay, and what I'm doing, thank you so much, Geeky Girl. I needed to hear that because it's been a long day. And but I guess when I hear y'all say that, I guess, Crystal, because I've been like in that deep, dark hole where, you know, you can't climb out by yourself, where you definitely need support, and you definitely going to have to get some therapy help, and you're going to have to get some medication. Sometimes people don't want it, but that's what happens. And even meditation is good. A lot of breathing. I learned how to do deep prayer. I'm going to say prayer first. I'm going to say prayer first. But I found I know how to do deep meditation. Somebody call it woo, woo, woo. I call it, girl, if you could clear your mind, it is the best feeling. It took me a long time to learn it, but I can lay there and I have nothing in my mind. It takes a while. At first, you'll hear a little noise, that kind of goes away, come back. But that is the best feeling. And I mean, I do it in total quietness. Total quietness is what I do. Okay. That's another cleaning method me and my bestie do. It's called body double cleaning. Sometimes having another person there makes it feel less impossible. Yeah, that is so true. It is. And I'm keep trying to go down. Crystal, what about having the body double there to distract you? Talk, sing songs, whatever to make the chores fun. That would be great support. I'm telling y'all what really helps me in when I'm down. I have that just a simple, give me Jesus moment. That give me Jesus, and that really helps me. Or uplifting songs. But meditation, and I say, and prayer, that really, really helps. Another thing that helps too is me writing it out. Oh, that's another good thing too. Thanks everybody for being here. Is a timer. I'm going to start doing that too. A timer. You could do anything for 10 minutes. I'm going to start doing it. Hey, Katina, welcome so much. Welcome. If you missed the first part, girl, go back and look at it. We've had a ball so far. I'm trying to get through this in about 45 minutes. I said an hour, but I'm trying to keep this. But like on Wednesday, come in at 9:30 a.m. on my live. And girl, we're going to have a great time. Okay. Let's see. Internet is not reliable during this time and okay. Well, thank you. But South Sages, I'm just happy that you're part of this family. I see Controversial Cruising. He's 36 now, so he's at the best part of his life. Crystal said, when I ran a group home back in the day, my best was a nanny. We literally would be just on the phone. Did I read that long? When I ran a group home back in the day, my best was a nanny. We literally would be just on the phone bickering as we finish. Oh, you know what? I do that. Whenever I'm on the phone, anybody that know me, I clean up. I sure do. When I'm on the phone, I am cleaning up. I do. I just thought about that. If I'm on the phone, I'm cleaning up and picking up. I'm telling y'all. Oh my goodness. And I also find too alone time, even though it's just me and my husband, the dog, even me just being alone sometimes and just sitting in my mess is what I call it. And that really, really helps. Reading, building, it could even be fiction, y'all. Anything to just clear your mind and get that clutter out. And singing, I talked about that. Thank you so much. And I hope everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Moving. Me and Trish talk about that all the time. Ask us, do we move? Moving. I'm telling you. And you don't have to go outside. You could march through the house. My house is definitely big enough to march through it. Let's see. Geeky Girl said, yes, you can talk, Geeky Girl. I talk and clean and sing. She could chat. Okay, Katrina's talking to Bill. Thank you so much, Crystal. Another thing, too, is scheduling. This I have tried to schedule so many times, but I want to really get down that. Y'all have heard me over and over, a morning schedule. And you really, your morning schedule to me starts the night before. You know, because if you go to bed or whatever in a bad mood, you're gonna wake up in a bad mood. So I say clear out your night, get yourself together for that next morning. And I even wrote out this week. I probably don't have it in front of me. But you know, when I wake up in the morning, take care of my personal needs first. And then I go and I meditate. I pray. I get my cup of coffee. But I want to include movement on that. Because I got to, y'all. I got to move. Oh, wow. 17 likes. Okay. I don't know if she's talking to Warm Strong. Chaos is all around, debris everywhere and getting warm, but we made it through. Oh, Texas. They're talking about Texas with the storm. Girl, us Floridians haven't had storms for a while. And that's another thing. We never know what's going to happen. You know, I could be sitting here and talking to Style Stages today, and then we could have a hurricane coming here. And then there go the stress level goes up. And that's why I say if we do the same thing, we get the same thing in this life. So we got to change it up. We really do. So remember, I want to say in our darkest of time, when we're really dragging around, we really need to stop the internalizing negativity in our mind. Life is so short, y'all. Life is so short. Yes, I'm not an outside person, but I find my garden therapeutic. That's what Keisha was talking about. And I got everything pulled out. I just need to go get the plants, you know, but I am. Life is so short. I am 68 years old. And look at me, I'm still trying. And that's what I want younger people to know. Don't stop. Don't give up. Life is worth it. People are fighting for their lives. And here we're letting little stuff get in the way. Let's see if anybody else said anything else. Okay. But, you know, I really didn't want to make this that long. I wanted to do this a little bit different today than what I do on Wednesday. And I wanted to see how it worked. You know, I wanted to start maybe doing this on Monday, but make sure it stays about 30 minutes. You know, instead of having a Monday vlog, have this and a good 30 minutes. And I've had a great turnout. And I figured out if I don't do it that long, then more people will look at it after. And Crystal said, sending so much love and light. Take care of yourself and know there is so much good in this world and be present for it. And you know what? Be nice to others. That's what I wanted to say. If other people are nasty, be nice to others. But I just want to say I'm so happy all of us shared this. And I'm just going to say thank all of you so very much. And I'm just hoping that this really helped me. I don't know about others, but it really, really helped me to do this. So what I'm going to say is, let me hit this. I'm out the comments. And somebody said something before I go. I enjoy swimming. Oh, yes. And I love the sound of water. I go to sleep with water at night. And my husband, I got him start doing that. I really do. Very relaxed. I come up. You could get it off of YouTube, y'all, free. Water. I listen to the snow sounds, the wind blowing. Love it all. Geeky Girl said, I try to do 30 minutes. That was also my reasoning. I went over today, but I'll try again. Geeky Girl, that wasn't meant for you, them 30 minutes. I'm just trying to do something Monday, for 30 minutes. But I thank each and every one of you. And this has been amazing. It really has. And thank you so much, Crystal. Thank everybody in here. Jaden, thank you so much for being the great person that I knew that you could be. I have to say that one. But okay, bye-bye, everybody. And thanks again. Thanks so much.
Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story's untold.